Hello. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. This is a quote by Robin S. Sharma. Hopefully my face isn't too bright for you. So today's topic is the mind, and how it's a wonderful servant and a terrible master. If your mind is in control of you, then it will probably be wreaking havoc in your life, as it was in mine for a really long time, aided with alcohol. I'm very slowly learning to master the mind, but not quickly, that's for sure. I'm here in Presidio Park in San Francisco. It's a perfect day. The weather's been really, really good here the past few times that I've been here. When you're in nature, as what's that guy's name? What's his name? Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. He has some good videos. He always says, talking about being out in nature, and if you're in nature, then your mind doesn't have a lot to talk about. There's just the nature sounds going on around you, and the pace is, there's no pace, there's no rush, hubbub, goals, desires, all these things that the mind loves to latch onto and beat you over the head with. If you spend enough time out in the woods, then your mind will kind of shut up after a while. I'm just taking a little break from driving. Most of my videos have been in the car, in the dark, and they're pretty boring, so this should be a little more entertaining for you. So the mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. It's not that great of a servant either, honestly. You have to kind of cajole it, you have to work with it. You know, you have to give it sweeties every once in a while. Because the mind has what it likes to focus on, and it's inevitably going to go there. And if you're trying to force it, if you're trying to make it do, if you're trying to make yourself do things, you're kind of, you're trying to swim upstream. Somebody, I think Alan Watts, he said something like, life is like a river, and you can always move from one side of the shore, one side of the riverbank to the other side while you're going downstream. And you can also swim upstream. You can swim upstream, but you're still going downstream while you're swimming upstream, so it's kind of pointless and it wastes a lot of energy. So you might as well go with the flow, go downstream, and you do have some control. You can maneuver from one side to the other, you know, but unless you're really trying to build your muscles up, there's not any point in swimming upstream, because you're going to keep going downstream anyway, even if you're pointed in the opposite direction. So that sort of a metaphor for how your life is that resonated with me, as much as I hate using that word resonate, because I don't like the new age stuff very much, but it did. I like that analogy. I think it's quite fitting. Your mind is really hard to control because you don't really know where it is, you don't know what it is, you don't know how it does what it does. You have to, it's very subtle, and yet it can wreak utter havoc on your life if you let it. So it's not a good idea to just completely go with the flow and not intersect your will at any junctures. That's not the best idea, I don't think. But if you learn how to work with it, if you learn how to swim from side to side rather than going upstream, you will still achieve your goals, but they will happen in a better way. It will happen in a... There won't be so much grief and anguish and suffering. Your mind won't beat you up so much. So that's about it for today. I gotta pee. Gotta get back to driving. I'll be driving till 2 or 2:30 tonight for Lyft and Uber, or whenever I get too tired and fall asleep. Hopefully I'll stop driving before I fall asleep. That would probably be wise. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Your mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master, so just it's good to be aware of that. Swim downstream, don't swim upstream. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. This is number 19. Yesterday I thought I was on number 17, but I was actually on 18, so this is 19. Alright. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.